There are many diseases that we have very little fear of catching thanks to vaccines. Vaccines protect against, and in some cases have eliminated, harmful diseases that have led to destructive epidemics. As a result of vaccines, millions of lives have been saved. One of these major vaccines is the poliovirus vaccine. Today, I will be discussing the history of the polio vaccine, including its development and its impact on society today. But first, we need to understand what poliovirus is. In the article entitled "Whatever Happened to Polio," published by the National Museum of American History, the poliovirus enters the body through the mouth before reaching the central nervous system, which is the brain and spinal cord. Once there, the virus attacks the motor neurons. Motor neurons are responsible for the muscular movement associated with breathing, circulation, and swallowing, as well as the movement of the arms and legs. Once enough motor neurons have been destroyed, it will lead to paralysis and even death. In 1952, there were 57,000 cases of polio reported in the United States. This number alone is enough to understand the imperativeness in creating a vaccine. In their 2015 article, Vaccination and the Lasker Awards, authors Anthony S. Fauci and his colleagues at the National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Diseases discussed the development of such a vaccine. The first breakthrough came in 1955 by Jonas Salk. As you can imagine, this development led to national coverage, and he was featured on the cover of Time magazine. The key aspect of Salk's vaccine was that it contained dead virus, making it very safe. This meant that a patient could receive the vaccination and would have no chance of contracting the virus. Another key breakthrough came in 1963 by Albert Sabin. His vaccine, unlike Salk's, contained the live virus. This made it more effective in protecting against the virus, but also posed the risk of contracting the virus from the vaccine itself. Salk's vaccination was mostly used in the United States, while Sabin's was used in the global efforts to eradicate polio. The combination of these two events led to a national vaccination movement. Here, you can see children lining up, awaiting to receive a free polio vaccine. Now that you've learned about the history of the vaccine, I'll tell you about its effects on society today. Today, the polio numbers have significantly decreased. There have been no wild reported cases of polio in the United States in the past several decades, and the global numbers are beginning to look very similar. In the 2014 article entitled "The Immunization Program That Saved Millions of Lives," Bulletin of World Health Organization editors Michael Reed and Fiona Beck discussed the Polio Eradication Initiative. This initiative caused the endemic of infected countries to decrease from 34 to 2. So far in 2015, there have been 37 cases of polio reported. Glynis Dunn and colleagues from the Division of Virology at the National Institute for Biological Standards and Control, in their 2015 article entitled 28 Years of Poliovirus Replication in an Immunodeficient Individual, Impact on Global Polio Eradication Initiative, cited that some of these cases could be caused due to the live virus contained in Sabin's vaccine. Despite this risk, directly quoting from the Fauci article I mentioned earlier, immunization has likely saved the lives of more children than any other medical invention in the last 8 decades. Despite this progress, there is still much that needs to be done. New diseases cause new epidemics, raising the need for new vaccines to fight them and thus save millions more lives.